twerk, we twerk, they twerk.
Could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's the
Sticks
Bible
book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Tenzin should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds,
wow. Okay. Cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but the saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just kept seeing this ass of really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tits stream, our
A little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
Well,
you
you
guys.
know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So, like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb-ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a
I mean-
kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the
I'm
most
gonna
likely
press
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like, I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
She keeps saying they're looking for a magic cock.
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
That's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not? I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic? That is.
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Is Tenzin gonna give him a lap dance?
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out the safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have
Alright.
little chaps on?
No, they are not precious. You get the squirrel now. They have little chaps
I
on.
don't even know if they have asses.
Probably Klaka of some kind.
Asses are relative.
Your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
You pests of butts.
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. Does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
The cheek makes the ass.
I don't have an answer. I mean, you could dissect one, I guess.
Perhaps they're not all cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Oh gosh, this little dude is Volo, and he wants to talk to you. You got some time?
Hi, Bolo. You need some dicks?
Like, I'm really ready for a meet cute.
That is true. All right, here we go. We are live. We are the live.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. We're live.
Hello.
Wait, I wasn't talking to
Dog
anybody.
is barking just in time for going live.
She literally was barking because I said hello as if I was greeting someone at the door. Oh, she's so cute. She really tries. She really tries to protect this family.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep.
I'm going to put that right there in the middle of that little screen, just in case.
No, we have huskies. They're like, oh, hey, somebody new. This is great. Oh yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, you want the TV? I don't give a shit about the TV. Yeah, whatever.
They're greeting the robbers. My dog just barking at them and then nothing. Like, she won't get up. She won't go see what's happening. She will just bark.
Based on the sound of the dog, I'm imagining the dog is somewhat puntable.
Yeah, she's a what is it? Pomeranian Chihuahua mix.
Oh,
so yeah, she's very tiny, very
puntable.
Yeah, yeah. Natasha, how does your kitty react to strangers? Would we call that a guard cat or no?
No, Misty is a bit of a diva. She wants to come say hello and be like, "Okay, you're cool, bye." And Danny's a little scaredy boy.
Oh my goodness!
He's gonna go hide.
These animals,
Whereas my lovely wife is on a course of antibiotics because the cat bit her arm so badly it got infected.
Oh no! Yeah, I have to take antibiotics anytime I get bit by any of the animals because they can get
So
it
here-
real deep in your skin. So
Here's your last little TMI before we start for the night. You ready?
okay, yes.
When you have heart surgery, you have to take antibiotics every time you go to the dentist.
Yeah.
You go to the dentist?
Or you could get a heart infection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Seriously,
you go
so-
to the dentist?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty regularly.
What is it? Carditis? Something like that?
You have like a 70% increased chance of getting a heart infection if you've had heart surgery and you don't take antibiotics every time you go to the fucking dentist. So there you go.
Wow.
There's your.
Which reminds me, I need to get my teeth cleaned.
Oh my god.
No idea.
Well,
I have no idea.
Are we having fun yet, Night?
Yeah. Now that
We got all
said,
four of us.
I don't
kept
go to the
waiting
dentist
for a
often.
Skype call to come up, and then I forgot that we weren't doing that anymore.
Oh, let me turn
we
off
tried
your
Skype.
image. I tried to see if you were on Skype, but you were not.
Well, because
But that's
the
okay.
call didn't ring, so of course I wasn't on it.
Oh. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah.
All right, well, there you are. You are here.
Well, welcome, and we are live, so don't say
yes,
anything.
yes.
You wouldn't want everybody to hear.
You mean all like
Alright.
Night?
Oh yeah, night of well, yeah.
Yeah, all
Anyway.
night.
Hi.
All right,
That's
welcome,
good, because
friends.
I don't remember what we did in the last one. I don't remember what.
Well, see,
I
now
do.
we need to have that conversation then. What?
Okay.
But let's introduce ourselves first, and then we will talk about what we did last time. So I'll go first tonight. Hi, I am DM Esquire or Seth or Hey Asshole. I answer to pretty much anything, and it is amusing for me to just sit here and watch most of the time. So, that said, Natasha, you go first.
Okay, I had my mic muted so you didn't have to hear me crunch, crunch, crunch on chips.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Unless you want to hear me do that, in which case you should go to Glitter Kitty Litter on YouTube and watch me do a review of Taco Bell chicken nuggets and nacho fries.
Ooh.
Or for other videos, pretty much the same thing, but just on a different platform, is clipsforsale.com, store 79925. I have over 300 videos. Go and give me your money. And I play Fenmore, who is an amazing pirate tabaxi, who is more ocean water than anything else, and also sticky fingers, but altruistic, and did not have any questions during the last game.
True. Respect.
Yep. And Anna, why don't you go next? But I'm going to tell Rachel that she should download the ew.jpg file.
The what?
Okay. I am Ayana. In real life, I have a shitload of guinea pigs, a little tiny kind of farm that I'm working on, and a chicken who keeps laying eggs. And I'm hoping to trick my chicken because apparently if they lay enough eggs and they start sitting on them, you can slide baby chicks under their butts at night. And then they will think that those were the baby chicks from the eggs. And that way they won't peck them. They'll protect them as if it's their own. So hopefully in a few weeks, I will put some baby chicks under there and then you guys will be able to meet my baby chicks. Okay. That said, I also play Bearfire, who has a big beard and a husband. And like Rocky, my husband is also serving at like a temple, so he's not around, but he is pregnant. So I will be having a child by the end of this game, and we don't know the gender. So you get to stick around, and you get to find out the gender reveal. We're not having a party for the gender reveal because we won't know what it is until it's born. That's just what we chose. Thank you.
Could you imagine if they did that to people? You just woke up one morning and there was a baby underneath you, and you're like, I guess this is mine.
Yes, and I would probably be the first one to take them up on that. Like, that would have been so much easier than actually giving birth.
Like, very clearly, this is my baby.
I mean, that's kind of how it does work. Like, at some point, you're like, oh, I think I'm cramping. Let me go in. And then they, like, you know, they kind of, like, put some crap in your back and, like, they kind of, like, knock you out a little bit. And they cut you open. They pull out the baby. And then...
Ladies and gentlemen, this was the best description of childbirth I have ever heard in my life.
Yeah. And they pull the baby out, and then they're like,
you wake up, and there's a baby.
You wake up, and then exactly like you come to a little bit, and then they're like, here's your baby, hold it, and you're like, oh shit, that came out of my womb. Haha, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean,
Fred, why don't you go?
Just saying.
All right, my name's Bryn Tannehill. Oh my God, what do I do? Defense analyst for now. Helicopter pilot for now. American for now. Amateur voice actor. What else? Writer. These bunch of stuff.
Superhero support.
I'm gonna throw something out there for the audience. Look, if you request that I do some of my characters' lines in some random character that you would recognize from that I basically request that I do my lines in a different voice, and I'll pull from my 50 or so voices to...
So you realize we're going to be requesting you do that now, right?
What's that?
Yeah.
You realize we're going to be requesting that you do this now?
Sure.
Okay, done.
You know, I expect favors, but... so, yes.
Is there a list, like, for karaoke?
Oh, yeah. So Henchman 28, Gollum, any of the characters... from
28.
Harry Potter, most of the characters from Lord of the Rings.
I request that you deliver half of your lines tonight as Ernie from Bert and Ernie.
Oh, I haven't practiced that one. I wish I could do that.
Can you do Gandalf?
You shall not pass. And will the sacred flame of Undune go back to the shadow. You shall not pass.
Oh my God. Bravo. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to reiterate the lines you just said in that voice.
So I can more or less slip into Ian McKellen at any time I want. I'm playing Lenora, who is a warlock, sorcerer, hexblade, who's you know kind of gothy and a little too perky, and perhaps turning into the mom of the group. She's also the group tactician, which is kind of terrifying considering when you look at her actual intelligence score. And she has a minion named Sarah, who's how do we decide
like
Sarah
14
is?
now?
14. And she is her protege, apprentice, Padawan, what have you, in service of the Raven Queen.
Fellow person who sold their soul.
Yeah, so think of it more as a
potato.
niece.
All right, Rachel, who are you and who are you playing?
Hold on.
Hold on while I type.
I do want everyone to know that Tooth Fairy money has gone up.
Yeah.
Due to inflation.
I'm still mentally recovering from this weekend.
Lots more people have no teeth. Yeah, that's true.
I fed 300 people, and I food vended, and I had to load my own kitchen in, including 2 ovens.
Oh my
God. Dang.
Yeah, I moved 2 entire rooms into another place, and then I opened a restaurant in another restaurant.
Wow, badass. Also, very cool. Very cool.
Okay, let me start. Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm Rocky. I am an 8-foot-tall Goliath barbarian. I have a corpse collection. I was an orphan. I am not an orphan anymore. We have found both of my parents, ironically. I guess not ironically, because Seth wrote it that way. But maybe not wonderfully.
Oh no, everything that happened on purpose.
Right, and my mom is like probably okay, and my dad's a giant asshole, and he's a cannibal, and he's a dick, and he thinks I'm an abomination, and that dude eats other Goliath barbarian things. So I don't know why I care about what he thinks. I should probably stop caring about what he thinks.
You know, when this campaign is over, I am going to clip this bit and play it back for you, and it will take on a whole new meaning.
Well, great. I will look forward to that.
All right. Yep.
Wish I had done my hair better if I had to see it again.
Your hair looks lovely, dear.
Thanks. And then so I have a husband, and he's alive, which is exciting. So now I don't need my stuffed frost giant penis that I had. I guess. Well, wait, no, because I have to leave. I'm gonna need it again anyway. Just kidding. He has to stay there because he has to go work at the temple because they brought him back, and he's got a bionic arm, which means he's gonna be real good at some stuff. Yeah.
He's gonna be real good at hand stuff.
100%. I got a handsy husband. He's gonna be bionically good at it.
Wow.
Right. I have a brothel bar called Troll Skull Manor, and I am starting to have as many jobs as I have in my real life in this.
Uh-huh.
We have a detective agency called Bag of Dicks, and we also
You haven't actually taken a case in months.
Well, technically, we're still on a case. In theory, we just found Aravire.
Okay.
And we were doing a bunch of things which you could argue loosely and irresponsibly were cases.
That's right. That's right.
We're on a case to save the world, Seth.
That's right. The biggest case of them all.
Right.
Really
right.
About it. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then.
So we have a detective agency. We have a Griffin rescue next to the detective agency, which I assume is fine, and none of the Griffins have died because May is still taking care of them.
Is that it?
I don't know what's
We're fine. And then in the real world, I run Feed the Scene. We are a nonprofit band hostel, and we also run shows and also do artist catering at music festivals, and we have a pop-up hospitality coffee booth. This time we actually vended from the coffee booth, so we sold coffee and popsicles and stuff, which was nice because we actually made money instead of only giving it away.
Cool.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah.
And then we bought a bar, which we're still renovating.
Oh, yeah.
The end.
Do you have an ETA when that's going to actually finish?
Don't ask.
I'm hoping November, December. It entirely depends upon the fire marshal.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
To the fire marshal.
That would be amazing. You could open, in time for the season.
Well, technically, our initial fundraiser that we did when we first took it over was December of 2021. So,
wow,
we could just have it be an even 4 years.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
It's fine.
All right, friendos. Where the fuck did you leave off last time?
Oh, hold on. I feel like I know this.
I feel like I know this.
I don't remember at all, guys.
There were questions to the Oracle, and I was good
remember.
and didn't ask anything.
Oh, right. No, hold on. I wrote stuff down.
I am very
Where
proud
is
of
it?
you. I would like to see what you wrote down. I would like to
You
hear
probably
what you
don't
wrote
want
down.
I wrote stuff down too. Henchman 28, Gollum, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. That's all I need to know.
Those are important.
The voices that Bryn can do.
Okay, so I have Magic Frost Giant Sword, but we don't own that anymore, right? Because we put it back in
No,
the hands
that
of the
is
thing.
yes,
That's
that is
right.
it has been
So I'm taking
returned
that
to the
back out of
temple.
We have a magic golden conch shell because we have to call a storm giant and go to the maelstrom. Hold on, where's the right? Where did I
We have
write
to
the
go
rest
under
of
the
this?
sea. That's what I do recall too.
So, Harshnag has told you that.
Hecaton, the Storm King, is missing. He
Yep.
may not be raised, he can't be contacted, he can't be found, and he lives in the maelstrom. That is what I have written down.
That is actually really close to what I said as the Oracle. So good job.
I made you repeat it. I figured maybe it was some sort of puzzle we had to undo.
I mean, it's pretty clear at this point that something has happened to Hecaton, and that's why the entire ordning is all fucked up.
Well, no, also because the All-Father decided he wanted the people to compete
Yep.
against each other for no reason at all other than his own stupidity and greed and entertainment.
Yeah.
It's almost like mortals are playthings for gods.
Right, just like that. Technically, are giants mortals? I guess because they only have one life. Okay.
I mean, storm giants live as long as dragons. Like, storm giants
just
live
not
1,000 years,
humanoid.
but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you were just wrapping up your meeting with the folks at the Temple of the Allfather. Is there anything else you want to do here at the temple before you go? And yes, by the way, if you recall last time, you all have received the blessings of Anam the Allfather. You all actually get +1 on any roll against with a giant on the other side of it.
Yay!
Combat, politics, persuasion, deception, whatever.
Do they have a minus? Do we have a +1 to our DC class on our spells?
Sure, I'll give you that.
Okay.
All
Does that
right.
go anywhere, or do we have to remember that?
It's not a thing I can put on your character sheet, so
Okay, that's why I wasn't sure.
it is
Does
your
it
job to remember
forget?
you have been blessed by Anam the Allfather.
Okay, we'll
I'll
try.
write that in the things. I
I'll
have
try.
finally been blessed.
I have finally been blessed.
God.
Nicely done.
That definitely sounds like some sort of like TGIF show that would have played on Friday night after Step by Step. Seventh Heaven.
Oh my god, I used to watch that religiously.
And that's, oh man, there's a great episode of It's Always Sunny with like, oh never mind, it's not Seventh Heaven, it's Malcolm in the Middle. Never mind. The Seventh Heaven guy.
Oh,
yeah, he's on very early, but it's not the same thing. Damn it. Okay,
And-
never mind.
Yes, and my among my voices includes both Gollum and Smeagol. It's slightly different.
Amazing. I can't wait.
wonderful.
I can't
Gollum
wait
is the
to
bad one. Smeagol is the good one. So.
I can't wait to have Lenora like repeat stuff in Smeagol.
Repeat stuff in Smeagol, really.
I hope.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm no longer an abomination, technically, right? Because I
As
have the
far
blessing.
as you know.
Great. That's wonderful. I can now cross off abomination.
Cross off, I am no longer an abomination in my father's people's eyes.
You know what?
All right. So are we rested up?
Well, you are still at the Temple of the Allfather. The tieflings are willing to take you wherever you want to go. I'm assuming that is back to Waterdeep.
Still at the temple. Is there anything worth taking with us?
Right.
Right.
Wait, no, my husband is maintaining the temple. We probably can't take anything.
Well, I mean the temple
Probably
could
a bad
give us
idea.
something to...
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying
Don't steal.
Fine.
Harshnag is basically saying, maybe don't loot the temple I'm indebted to.
all right, I forgot who asked that question. Of course it was loot that Fenmore was trying for. I was thinking like maybe we should ask. Duh.
Well, if there was just like stuff laying around,
Yeah, I mean,
you know, they wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we're literally
There is no
saving the
random
world.
stuff laying around. If you remember, there's a huge feast hall to the south that looks a lot more clean since you killed the Remorhaz that was living in it, and Harshnag has been working on cleaning it up for the last week or so.
Thanks, Harshnag.
We need to go earn some more money, or go collect our rent, or go buy a whole bunch more healing potions.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Delphine and Perella would like to have a chat with you when you get back on the airship.
Those are the people from the Red Dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
Shall we?
I'll be right back. I need to go get some Kleenex, guys.
Okay.
Yep.
Allergies are.
I'll mute you. You don't have to worry about it. Look at that.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the boat. Airship boat thing.
Yeah. Boat. Ship. Flying.
Wait, where's our
Alrighty.
ship?
You left it in Waterdeep.
Oh, it's fine.
Waterdeep is fine. Like, it's not going to get stolen in Waterdeep.
Wait, how did we leave it in Waterdeep?
Because you got
Didn't we sail to the
teleported.
spine of the world?
You got teleported with the by the Harpers, remember?
Nope.
Yes, you got teleported into the north.
We did.
Yeah. It's a really easy way to travel too if you have the money.
Could anyone teleport us back?
Perhaps. I mean,
okay.
Who would you like to teleport you back? Yeah, I'm going to say at this point that you're not getting a teleport back since nobody's talking about it.
Okay, wait. So what did they say? What?
Perella and Delphine, the tieflings that are piloting the airship, would like to have a chat with you when you get back on the airship, assuming that that's how you're leaving the temple.
Okay.
Yes.
Because the main thing here is, the more we use the airship, do we owe the dragon more, or is it the same amount of owing? Because this is all considered one trip.
That's actually a good question.
You can certainly ask them that.
Okay.
Right, because we may have to find our way back ourselves if we don't want to be so indebted forever, or I guess we should have a conversation with them. What does the dragon want?
So, red dragons aren't exactly known for their charitable work.
Right.
We've gathered that much, I think, fairly.
Yeah. They're all about what's in it for them.
Yep, pretty clear. That's a pretty clear thing about red dragons.
Are we on the ship now talking to our friends?
You
or
tell
are
me.
We... Okay, I'm ready to go to the ship. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's
Is
go!
there anything you want to talk to Harshnag about before you leave?
Bye.
or Arafire?
Nah. She's busy.
Farewell until we meet again. I'm glad that we finally caught up with you, even though we'd never met before. But apparently I was more emotionally invested in finding you than the rest of the party, even though we've never met.
You don't have to say that.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna say goodbye to my granddaughter. Say
You know,
I'm really
she
proud
was-
of you for being the channel of the Allfather's wife, and great job. You've come far in life. Good job. I'm gonna go collect your money from the.
So wait, are you leaving Aravire in the temple?
Yeah, Aravire. Oh, didn't Aravire say they had to stay there because
Aravire has about a year left on her contract with the temple.
That's what I
Or
thought. Yeah, see,
her
I
mystical
remembered that
deal.
one. Man, these
So,
people get contracted into these mystical deals. This
Well,
is
what
not a
did
good
she
deal.
get to have to owe to the temple? Because she was only so far in front of us.
That's a good question.
You didn't have. Do you want to talk to her about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Aravire,
let's
how
do
did you
that.
end up in service to the temple? Because we literally were following you, like, not that long after you left the manor house.
True.
I was looking for the Ring of Winter.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you find it?
I know where it is in Chult, and that's
You
where I'm
know where
going
it
once
is
my service is
inside
done.
of Chult, or you know where it is in Chult as a whole?
I know who has it in Chult.
Who has it?
Artist Simber.
Oh, we already knew that. That's
Yeah. But I know generally where he is, and if you'd like to join me in a year's time, I'd be more than happy to take you on as I journey into the heart of the jungle.
We don't actually have a year. They're gonna destroy everything before that. The giants are fighting now.
I understand that, but I can't leave until my year is up. So, assuming there's still a world, I'll be going to Chult when I'm done here.
Okay, wait.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, seeking a lost legendary artifact thought lost to time, space, the dimensions, and the multiverse.
Indeed.
Okay. Count
Why?
me in.
Why was Eravire looking for it, though? Why were you looking for it, Eravire?
Because it's one of the most powerful artifacts to ever exist.
Wait, that's it? You just wanted to use it, or what?
I mean, to study it, to learn about it.
That doesn't sound like my granddaughter. I don't know who. You must be overtaken by some entity.
So your granddaughter is like a research nerd. Like, this is the research opportunity of a lifetime for Eravire.
I played Eravire for a whole year. I don't remember researching shit. I don't remember researching shit, bro.
I just remember you dying a lot.
Yeah,
I died a lot.
There's things on that character sheet that maybe you should read.
Yeah, I didn't read it all. I didn't know how to read the character sheets back then, also. And I never really made any effort to actually learn because you guys took care of it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Fine. I accept this destiny, but it does sound sus. So we don't have to go under the water? Why
Yes,
were we
do.
planning to go?
That's later. We can't go to Chult for a year.
Yeah.
Well, why can't we just go to Chult on our own?
Because we're trying to stop the end of the world as we know it here first. Plus, Harshnag wants to go it's Eravire wants to go in a year when her service to the temple's over.
Right.
Okay. I thought Chult was just one of the many places. I didn't realize.
Chult is literally like the other side of the world. It's like the Africa of Faerun.
Yeah.
I mean, like crampons there.
Bless the rains down in Africa.
It's a giant freaking swamp full of prehistoric animals and giant squishy things that want to latch onto you and suck all the juices out of you like leeches the size of school buses.
I'm not very juicy.
I don't mind if someone tries to suck the juice out.
You're stringy and wiry.
If it's the right guy or the right girl.
Right.
That sounds nice to me.
I'm just gonna like squirrel dancing.
Dance. Okay. Okay, I get it, I guess. So okay. So we have to go to down below first. What are we doing down below? I forgot what we're trying to get down in the water. I'm sorry.
No, we have to go to Maelstrom to find Hecaton, the storm giant,
so
we can figure out where he is, because he would bring balance to the force or some bullshit.
Right, he'd put a stop to all the giants like fighting over who's in charge, right? Because he was originally in charge. Got it. Okay, now I remember. Now I caught up.
Justice aligned.
Okay, let's go get some money and go to Hecaton. We're gonna have a Hecaton of fun.
Well, we can't do that because we have to have a conversation with the people from the Red Dragon first, or we have to walk ourselves home from the spine of the from where we are now to the spine of the world to farther home.
No,
okay,
because we don't have a boat.
Hecaton of work, and I'd rather just fly.
Okay.
All right.
Nobody liked my puns.
No, we did not.
I love them, but we need to progress the story.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So you make your way out of the temple. There is a tearful goodbye with Rocky and Harshnag that you are all not party to. I'm just narrating for the sake of narration. And when you all make your way outside, Perella and Delphine are there waiting for you, and they ask, could we make a small detour on the way back to Clouthen Vale? My Lord Clouth has information that he believes you need to know.
Okay.
I mean, it's your boat. We can't really tell you not to.
Right.
We could.
Yes. And
We agree.
we did want to ask you a few questions about Cloud and
Sure.
you know,
So you get on the airship and it takes off, and you can have this conversation while you're flying.
Okay. So
And-
one thing we wanted to know is, you know, is all of this, each time that we fly, are we building up things that we owe the dragon?
Of course not. No, this is completely gratis. Clouth is nothing if not beneficent.
Cool. Let's definitely hold you to that.
Cool. Well, you guys are the ones who said it. And I'm going to tell you something right now. We're pretty strong. So if it turns out that you are trying to mislead us, I warn you that we have taken down quite a few giants. And, you know, we don't want to be misled here.
Give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Don't intimidate
Can I-
our hosts.
Okay. Well, maybe I should do
No.
persuasion or
No,
something.
intimidation. That's where you went with this.
Oh,
Give me
I have
intimidation.
+4. I have +4.
That's
so
good. Just
fine.
yep.
Did you roll a 1?
Yes. There was a 1 roll.
Don't you
No.
dare! Don't you
No,
dare!
because this is the perfect storytelling and role-playing moment. So they're just looking at you as you're making veiled threats, and they look back and forth at each other, and they're like, yeah, okay, all right. These 4 humans, or these 4 humanoids are threatening an ancient red dragon. Okay.
Yes.
You don't know what we're capable of.
My pet.
I mean,
My
they've seen you do a
red
lot of
dragon.
things over the last couple of days. They're pretty aware of what you're capable of, and
You don't know my life.
how is Lenora reacting to this? I'm curious, because Lenora knows what an ancient red dragon will do.
You know, this is. Can I tell a sea story?
Absolutely.
So I'm in Bahrain, and in Bahrain, the base we were on was a joint U.S. Bahraini base, and it was a joint with other coalition nations in the Gulf, which include the British, and the gate guards were Bahraini police, and the Bahrainis.
Can you switch your voice to like Christopher Walken doing this story?
Yeah. Yeah.
There were the police, and most of the police there were Gurkhas. Gurkhas are ferocious, if you know Gurkhas.
I know
You gotta understand. Okay, Gurkhas are they're these people that live in like Nepal, and they are short, but they also live at 15,000 feet and are absolutely tireless, and they're the scariest high altitude special forces troops in the world.
Oh wow.
Do not mess with a Gurkha.
Yeah.
They carry ceremonial knives that they only will draw if they're planning on killing somebody. And I watch as I'm standing on line to get on base,
Yeah.
as some young dumb sailor decides that these 50-ish looking retired British Special Forces Gurkhas, who are being very insistent on making sure that they're supposed to be on base and checking everything thoroughly and checking their bags as they come on base, because we are under a terrorism watch, because there had been some small bombs exploded in Bahrain.
Small bombs, just small ones.
Blowing up trash cans and shit. I mean, a couple of people injured. And I'm just watching as these guys are getting belligerent and getting in the faces of these people that are shorter than them, because they think that they can bully them because they're young and American, and these people are short, wiry, and unimposing looking. And I'm in my navy summer whites, and I step out of line and takes 3 steps back as I watch this guy put his hand on his knife. Because I'm like, I'm never getting the blood out of my summer whites if this guy decides to go hang out.
Oh my God.
This young dumb sailor who had no idea what he was doing with was literally milliseconds from a violent bloody death and had no fucking idea. Anyway,
Oh my God.
Anyway, violent bloody death.
That's what Bearfire's giving at
That's
this point.
roughly how Lenora is reacting, which is, I'm just going to step out of line and claim I have no idea who these people are when the arterial spray starts.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
You know what? I would like Bearfire to give me a perception check.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Okay, but I am perceptive. 21.
So you actually see Lenora's reaction to this. You're not oblivious to how Lenora is reacting to this.
Got it.
All right. That said, you've agreed to go to Cloudland Vale because it's only a 4 or 5 hour flight. We can get there by maybe 10 p.m.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm on for it.
All right. If there's anything you guys would like to talk about during the flight, let me know. Otherwise, I will skip forward to landing in Cloudland Vale.
Okay. Let's do it.
If at some point you want me to start doing my lines as Gollum and Smeagol, I will do that. But Christopher Walken, I was not expecting that one to come out of nowhere.
I wasn't either.
No, that was great. It was so great.
Yeah. So after about 4 hours or so, you're traveling to the east over the spine of the world. The mountains are rolling by below you, and you see this beautiful green, maybe 2 mile square vale set halfway up into the spine of the world. It's a beautiful green forest in the middle of this snowy wasteland, and there is there's another airship that's already landed there. You land right next to it. There are probably 50 or 60 humanoids that you can see walking around. They're all wearing the same red robes as Delphine and Perella. And they say, please come with us and we will take you to my Lord Clouth. Okay. And you walk across the forest floor and it's almost elven looking. There's a lot of buildings built into the forest, to the side of the mountain. And as you approach almost a longhouse, but if it were built by elves, right? There's steps that lead up to the front, and you walk up the steps into the longhouse. And at the end of a very long table is an old man with an eye patch in wearing gold and red robes. And he stands up, bald, and he says, welcome, friends, welcome. I'm Clouth. Come in, have a seat. And he beckons to people, and they start bringing food, and there's food set. All of the cultists are eating. Clouth sits down. He's spearing food with his, he's got a dagger on his belt. He's just spearing meat and eating it.
Sarah with us?
If you'd like her to be.
Yes.
Okay. You have seats right at the head of the table next to Clouth. And after he scarfs down a couple of bites of food, he says, so, you talked to the Oracle, huh?
Yes.
We have.
Crafty bitch, isn't she?
Can I step out for just a second? Sorry.
Sure.
Before we came in, I would have told Sarah that mind your P's and Q's. We're about to meet one of the most powerful beings in Faerun, but watch, listen, and learn, because we're going to find that things are not always what they seem.
Ooh, maybe you should tell that to the whole group, because we could probably use that.
Well, he introduced himself as Clouth. If you guys didn't catch on to the fact that this was a red dragon in polymorphed into a human form when they were greeted by someone that was wearing red and gold robes. I probably would have addressed him as my Lord Clouth, just to get the point across.
So yeah, he talks. He's just like, so you met the Oracle, you did that thing, yeah. And did you learn what you wanted to learn?
Yeah, like most oracles, they tell you just enough that it give you a steer in a direction, but it's still just vague enough that you're not quite sure if you're going in the right direction.
Maybe I can fill in some of the blanks. Any questions?
Yes. We are happy to have your assistance, but we like to know in advance what we will owe as fair compensation for your assistance.
Don't worry about it. It's something you're going to do anyway.
We've learned our lesson to be more cautious. Is there any way you can at least reassure us that...
We learned our lesson is also a strong word, but we better at being mindful of consequences.
We're trying to be mindful. Yeah. I have persuasion +7. Can I try to persuade him to, like, at least, like, reassure us that we're not going to be
You could
held...
absolutely. Your DC is 25.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my god.
Did you roll another one?
I got a 2. I got one better than a 1. I got 2.
I mean, so Clouth has been around the block for 1,000 years. So Clouth is pretty clear on what you're trying to do. And
I mean, it's
so,
not an unfair ask.
No, he's don't worry, really, it's something you're probably going to do anyway.
Is
and
it
I'll
pooping?
bet you the storm giants will even help you.
Oh, he speaks in riddles, my precious. Yes, he likes the riddles. Shut up.
So did you meet anyone at the Eye of the Allfather? I don't know, something big and scaly and old?
Yeah, my granddaughter.
Yeah, she needs to moisturize real bad.
Real.
Was there a...
Not joking. She was literally so much bigger than I remember her, and I thought either she grew or it was some kind of
They
spell.
grow so fast.
They do.
So, just for my own edification, was there a blue dragon that Harshnag fought the last time we were there?
Yep.
I was
Right.
not there for that.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Technically.
Let me rephrase. So, you met Imrith.
So,
know
assuming that large blue scaly wings
Imrith?
shoots lightning out of their mouth.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's Imrith. There might be other blue dragons. Like they didn't
No,
really...
that is Imrith, the doom of the desert.
Okay.
A bit far afield from the desert.
Yes, we did meet her, but it was very brief.
You're going to kill her for me.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hold on, how do you spell that?
Imyrith.
Do we know where she is now?
Is she still in the... She can't still be in the temple because...
Nope.
Okay.
Why do you want her dead?
He looks at you, picks up the eye patch, and reveals the missing eye, and says, "Revenge."
That's fair.
She took your eye? Do you want us to get it back for you?
That is fair.
Can I have the eye?
No, it's mine, and you will return it to me.
Okay.
I have another question. Where is she? Because we don't know where she is right now. Do you know?
No, I don't, and I cannot scry her. Sadly, she is a more powerful seer than I.
I can scry
You're right,
her
you
because
only
I
have
met
one,
her,
so of course she
and
gets
I
better
have a
than you.
scry. Don't I have a scry thing?
Hold tight, one at a time.
Okay, go ahead.
Right, but arguably the dragon is probably going to have more magic than you do, and if the dragon can't scry her, you probably can't either. I mean, you could try.
You could try.
Also,
I
are
would
we
try.
literally bringing the dragon back his eyeball?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out where she is so we can bring it back. Yeah.
Hold on. Where is it?
What are you doing?
Do you have an eyeball?
Oh my god. Does she
You have an eyeball.
Oh my god, this is a great moment. Okay, where is my scrying glove? Oh, okay. Disappeared. Okay, hang on. I am gonna try and scry.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you that you make the attempt, and you are unable. It is almost like a scaled fist closes over your inner eye.
This is us.
Oh my god.
I love it! It's a dragon with an eyeball.
I mean, technically it's from Hercules, but close enough.
It's literally a dragon with an eyeball. I love that.
It's pain and panic. And I have another dragon.
That is hilarious. Oh, beautiful.
This one's purple.
I can tell you that her lair is in the Anarok Desert.
Okay.
How do you spell that? I'm making
A-N...
notes.
Yep, good. I like you writing things down. That makes me happy.
A-N...
hold on, I just scrolled away from it. A-N-A-U-R-O-C-H.
These names are dumb and hard to spell.
I'm just gonna put any rock.
Yep.
You are.
We'll know what you mean.
Yeah, it's any rock. You just pick up the rocks from the desert. They got sandstone. They've got garnetiferous schist.
Right?
They've got
That's much cooler than an eyeball.
It is. So why are we even going after this eyeball when we could be mining for schist?
Upgrade.
Garnet's inside of schist. Usually there's some rose quartz out in the desert. That's pretty.
Is the eyeball still wet?
Are
you just gonna put it back in?
Oh, it's like a raisin. It's dehydrated. It's like
we need to reconstitute.
Gross.
I am sure. I am
Someone ate it on
sure
accident.
the bitch has put it to some nefarious purpose. I'm sure it is some sort of magical talisman or artifact at this point.
Oh man!
I would like it
what
back.
can she do with your eye?
Right. How come my eyeball is not a magical
Like, is
talisman?
she using it to
Because you're not a 1,000-year-old red dragon.
Wait, you know what? I take that back. I'm trying to be give myself affirmations, and I announced today my eyeball is a magical talisman.
But
so
that's different pickled herring. Yeah,
So she'll be-
If we come across the magic,
dragon
if we
pickled
come
herring.
across her and the magical talisman, we will recover it. We will do our utmost to recover it for you. You've been more than gracious.
And of course, there will be even more riches and treasure for you should you return the eyeball to me.
Wait, was there riches and treasure now?
Right now,
Well,
we're getting
certainly-
whatever we want.
Yeah. And
That's
of course,
pretty good.
Of course, the lair of a blue dragon would have many diamonds. I believe they're partial to diamonds and topaz.
I heard Fenmore is also partial to diamonds.
Right?
I did too. And topaz.
Maybe
And every
Fenmore's a
other
dragon.
valuable gemstone.
Actually, everyone, give me a history check. Your DC is 15.
Buggers.
All right.
DC is 472.
History.
12.
You said history?
Yep,
Why is it rolling so slow?
because it hates you and wants you to be unhappy.
I got a 6.
All right.
For
Well,
real, it's so slow.
nobody gets it.
Wait, no, I got a 13.
Nope.
Wait, no, I got a 15.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. It's 13, and then I got a +2.
All right. And it's appropriate that Fenmore would remember legends of the doom of the desert sleeping on a bed of diamonds.
Hell yeah.
Think about something the size of 2 school buses end to ends. What a bed of diamonds for that might look like.
All right.
Uncomfortable.
Perhaps,
But-
yes.
But they're diamonds.
Right.
So,
There's a reason we don't sleep on those.
I mean,
all right. Well,
little
now back to
discomfort,
food, and he
but
starts
yeah.
eating again and chowing down, unless you have other questions for him.
Okay, so we're gonna bring back his eyeball talisman. Do we know what it looks like? Does it look like your eyeball, or does it have a different
Right.
form out of the side of your head?
You'll know it when you see it, I'm sure. He looks directly at Lenora and says, "You will know it when you see it."
Understood.
Okay, Smeagol will know what
Your
what the precious looks like.
I'm not so much into fancy jewelry and stuff. Those garnets are kind of black. Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of dark. red.
Okay, so I guess, do we have any more questions? We have to go
He's just
get
shoveling food in his mouth at this point.
the talisman. We have to. When do you just need this by whenever? Like, is there a time limit on this?
she took my eye centuries ago, so sooner is better rather than later.
Oh, okay. So this isn't like a get it done in a month thing.
Right.
Okay, thanks. Oh, so it's a long time to not have an eyeball.
Right? Kind of just get over it, I guess. But no, it's fine. We'll get you the eyeball.
We're going to do it.
I'm going to make a roll. Because you are antagonizing a red dragon.
I'm not antagonizing. Asking questions.
At no point is this intended to be antagonistic at all.
All right.
This is intended to be
myself.
Questions seeking to make sure that we're not missing any details or that we don't do it too slow.
All righty then.
Not,
Any other questions for Klauth?
Does this help like our overall mission of saving the world?
Well,
because we actually
no,
have to
not
worry
really.
about the giants first.
I mean, Imrith is interested in the giants for some reason because you've met her for the first time at the Eye of the
Temple of
Allfather.
the Allfather.
We met her at the Temple of the
Oh,
Allfather.
right.
And
why are
do you know if she has anything to do with the disappearance of Hecaton?
How the hell should I know? I can't scry on her, unfortunately.
That's fair.
Do you know anything about Hecaton or like his disappearance at all?
No, but I mean, we've had an uneasy truce for centuries.
Okay. Would he have ever like just disappeared or like given over power or left his people behind? What do you
Hecaton
know
would
about
not
him?
give up power. Something happened to Hecaton.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess
it would have to be something very powerful to take Hecaton off the board, wouldn't it?
It would have to be something very powerful on the order of myself, Imrith, or a god.
How many other gods are there?
Look up in the night sky. That many.
That is way too many.
Way too many. Way too many.
Let's just remember, guys, we're bugs.
Yeah. Okay, well, we gotta save the
friends
world. These
with
little
goals.
bugs are gonna save the world, so there you go.
All right. Why don't we take our little bio break
and then we can
and
go to
we
bed?
will come back and figure out. I'm assuming you're going to fly to Waterdeep and check in. So
Yeah,
that's
we
where we'll go
should.
after our
We
little break.
need to buy a whole bunch more things.
All right. We'll be back in 5 minutes, folks. Sit tight.
So, hey, Seth, I can't
Balls.
see you on...
And one of them will, as a favor to Dragomir, teleport you to and from Saltmarsh should you wish to go.
And if you twerk, we twerk, they twerk.
Could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's a
Sticks
Bible
book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the bag to badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Tenzin should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so I yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds, baby.
wow. Okay, cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but the saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just keep seeing this ass is really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
a little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
You know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the
I'm
most
gonna
likely
press
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like, I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
Does she keep saying they're looking for a magic cock?
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
that's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not... I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic, that is?
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
It sounds I'm gonna give him a lap dance.
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out. The safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have
Alright.
little chaps on?
No, they are not. You get the squirrel now. Do they have little chaps
I
on?
don't even know if they have asses.
I,
Probably Klaka of some kind.
Your-
Asses are relative.
your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
You pests of butts.
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. Does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
The cheek makes the ass.
I don't have an answer. I mean, you could dissect one, I guess.
Perhaps they're not all cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Oh gosh, this little dude is Volo, and he wants to talk to you. You got some time?
Hi, Bolo. You need some dicks?
Like, I'm really ready for a meet cute with a romanticore. I feel like I've earned it.
Oh boy. Ranger will kind of lean over to Dee Dee and say, we have a group of manticores up ahead.
Oh yeah, I think the ranger wants to fuck one of them.
Not one. I mean, not anyone. Not just anyone.
Not one, all of them. Got it.
I'm effing.
Piranha starts swaying, getting into it, just sort of
Twerking?
swaying with the music. too.
Twerking.
Gently twerking, like not like hardcore twerking, not like trying to earn some extra platinum twerking, but
Gently
like
twerking.
just gentle twerking, just sort of like I'm feeling your vibe twerking.
Oh my god.
I can take them if I can be potion bitch.
Yeah. I feel like you've kind of needed the potions the most so far. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Because it's my fault if they don't finish.
It's always your fault. Everything is your fault.
It's always the man's fault if women don't finish stuff.
She has a point.
She does have a point. I'm not going to fight that one because I there's no way for me to win that one.
Nope.
You're a little bit outnumbered.
So in a flash of teleportation light, and there is no twerking unless you want there to be.
No. I'm twerking. Don't tell me I can't twerk. Just let her twerk if she wants to.
You can leave your cares behind, because if your
Is-
friends don't
is
twerk...
there like Doctor Who noises as she twerks through the universe?
Jesus.
Hey,
funny.
at least you don't
That's
hear the
hilarious.
sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
Oh my god, no.
I am glad you made it out of that without mentioning the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
And occasionally creates a sucking whisper. What is it? Milky voice whispers? I don't remember.
You made it worse.
How did you make it worse? Because I said moist. That made it worse.
And milky. Milky. Let's not overlook milky, please.
I think, is it milky actually in there?
They are milky white tentacles. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Rather you didn't.
Lots of D words.
All the
Dazzling
D-words.
Dee Dee.
Dazzling
Oh,
Dee Dee.
dear God.
That's her Vegas name.
Dump truck Dee Dee.
She got that dump truck.
She got that dumpy.
Yep.
She kind of thick for a goblin.
You actually managed to convince the captain of this boat, Lord Dryland, to engage in some BDSM with your party.
Hoes make the world go round, baby. Oh.
Oh my god.
Right, but is Melitus, you're in the city of Melitus, right?
Sure.
Alright, here we come, here we come. Hi. See, look
We're
at that,
back.
it takes a minute to load, though. That's what I don't like about that.
We're back.
We are back.
Yay.
Balls!
Okay. And we are still talking to the dragon?
You're
or...
just... Well,
kind
if
of
you want to
concluding?
end the conversation with the dragon, if you thought of something during the break that you want to ask Klauth,
Would it be in our interest to stay at the dragons overnight, or should we get going?
I mean, it's safer to sleep here. At least Klauth is telling you it's safer to sleep here. But I
Then
mean,
we don't have to get
I'm not the
into
only
any-
thing that flies through the air in the spine of the world here and eats people like you for
back, sorry.
breakfast. So
Okay,
maybe...
we are live.
We are live.
FYI. And okay, so I'm thinking we stay here overnight so that we have a good view in the morning, that we have all fresh eyeline, whatever.
Sure.
And then we go on our journey.
Yep. All right, and I will tell you, nothing happens during the night.
Yay! You'd love to hear it.
So
All right.
everyone, please take your long rest, and we will start the next day fresh. And it will only be about a half day's journey, so around midday you will be able to land in Waterdeep.
Yay! Money!
Yes. Shopping.
Taking your granddaughter's money.
That's right. She doesn't need it. She works for the temple. We got a whole year over here.
Oh my god. All right. So all right. I'm going to say the day passes uneventfully, and you set down on there are these golden fields to the east of Waterdeep, where all of the town's grain is grown. It's beautiful. It looks like the scene out of Gladiator. Golden fields of wheat, and your airship sets down, and you disembark, and there's Waterdeep in front of you.
You know, someone took that as B-roll footage, and that's actually Russell Crowe's extra. And they took it as B-roll footage because Russell Crowe was supposed to be there, but he
Oh,
was
that's funny.
late. And then it turned out they're like, fine, let's just take some
Let's not
shots
show
of
the
this
face.
extra.
Yeah.
We have to get this lighting right, whatever. And then
Yeah, it's golden
that
hour,
was
man.
the
There's only
iconic-
literally like 15 minutes a day that you can shoot that.
I know, and it's the most iconic scene from Gladiator. So there you go, B-roll, baby.
Yup.
All right.
Uh,
Anyway.
No, I'm right there with you.
Uh,
Anything
right.
you guys want to do? You are back in Waterdeep, babies.
Waterdeep, here we
Let's go
come!
Shopping!
But
All right.
we
Why
are-
can I see your above view?
Oh, because the actual camera that I'm using for my face, if I show it in Video Ninja, it takes the driver and it won't actually show up in OBS.
Okay.
So I'm using my other camera, just saying hi. Hi.
I was like, why am I seeing Seth from above or some arms?
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing is on Owlbear, we do not have the Waterdeep map. Could we possibly see that? Because it will remind me what we can do. Yay!
Let me go over here. So
We're in
honestly,
Waterdeep.
let me show you the Troll Skull Alley map, which is actually probably more useful for you guys.
Okay. We're gonna run this town tonight.
Oh my god, really?
We're on for a city. On for a city.
Troll Skull.
We walk in like conquering heroes. Does anyone stare at us as we walk through the streets?
No.
What? Even with my swag, I start swaggering, you know?
It's literally a huge city.
I got a big beard though. And I'm a
Oh my
handsome
God.
guy.
You are a very handsome guy.
Thank you.
Let me see what I got on the map. I think I actually have Troll Skull Alley on here somewhere. Maybe not. Oh, hey, yes I do. Look at that. There's Troll Skull Alley.
Yay. Nope, not for us yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just doing it on. I'm doing it on Twitch.
Okay.
So just go ahead and watch the Twitch.
The rodeo.
Oh,
I'm not
I
putting
can't
the
see it
rodeo.
on Twitch either. I just want to be clear. I can't see
You
it on.
can't see it on Twitch?
Yeah, I can see it
Yeah,
on Twitch.
I don't know how
Even
to
though,
like.
well, it's small.
Oh my god. Alrighty then. Let me pull it up in Owlbear Rodeo just for you guys.
Thanks.
I have to add it as a map. So,
Thank you.
You are doing your thing.
Yes,
You are walking
Knight
into the
says,
city.
are there triumphal horns as we strut into the city? And I believe that at least a choir of angels should be going, ah!
Right.
Sure.
Yes! Yes!
It may all be in your mind, but sure. I mean, quite frankly.
Woo!
Oh, God. I'm adding it. Give me a minute.
That's what I'm talking about.
Talk amongst yourselves. What is it you guys are going to shop for? I mean...
Okay. Well, first off, I think we are going to have to go underwater. So I will say that if we can find like a scuba gear shop, you know, or the equivalent in the medieval times, that would probably be best.
Okay, there is no scuba gear.
Okay, what could we get? I know we have like a couple potions of underwater breathing. Those don't last super long, or like, can we go find ones that last forever?
You could absolutely... Sure, you could absolutely do that.
Magic.
Bookworm, the... Coralon might have them. Coralon's Crown right across the street.
Okay. Now, if I have a breathe 1 hour underwater, I have one potion of water breathing for 1 hour. Would I be able to then take another one at, like, say, the 59-minute mark and then be under for 2 hours? You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, let's go to that shop and get some... Load up on the underwater breathing stuff. Yeah.
Wednesday night, maps and handouts. Hold on.
And I would also like to consult with my crew. I am wearing plate mail armor. I do not think this is appropriate for going underwater.
No.
What would I get? What would I get for underwater?
A wetsuit.
Well,
swimsuit.
The beauty.
A male wetsuit.
The beauty of 5 and 5.
A Speedo?
5
You mean a Speedo?
Is that there are no rules for
Yeah. So hold on. Go ahead, Bryn. Yeah. Like, literally, you can swim in plate mail. It's stupid as shit, but in 5e, yes, you can do that.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
So the reason why is that there were rules for everything in 3rd edition and 3.5, especially 3.5. Everything had a rule, and it just got to be too much. So they tried to dial back on the number of rules.
Okay.
Which allowed for more silly situations.
Okay,
Yep.
love that. But I also wanted an excuse to wear a very thin, tight-fitting Speedo to show my massive girth.
Gigantic fucking
So
wiener.
that all of the mer ladies were like, "What's up?"
What color works best for you guys? What color can you see best for the text? Purple?
Sure.
Yeah, that actually looks good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Coralon's Crown is right here. This is the potion shop, Coralon's Crown. This is Troll Skull Manor. Right. This is Bag o' Dicks. This is the Troll Skull Clinic.
I have not been to the Griffin Rescue, and I would like to ride one, please.
Yeah, you don't actually have a Griffin Rescue. Sorry.
What?
Sure
What?
we do.
Oh my
What?
god, no you did not.
What? Excuse me? This has been canon for almost a year, maybe more.
Lord.
How do we not have one? I'm very confused.
How
We
dare you?
absolutely have a Griffin Rescue.
How dare you?
No,
We
absolutely
absolutely
not a
did.
detective agency.
Airfire was there and started it with them.
And our sex work manor is no more improbable than any of those
I am
things.
shocked and appalled that you would lie like this, that you would try to take this from us.
For our audience, if you ever wondered what you would get if you crossed Calvin Ball with Dungeons and Dragons,
This is it. Yeah.
there you go.
Yes,
Shocked
and we need an
appalled.
army of snowmen that are saying we have a Griffin Rescue.
And we have.
How dare you? How dare you?
I want to go shopping for a scroll or two.
Okay. All right.
I am so mad.
Do we
Excuse
think anyone
me.
would want to buy my cursed
Give
mask of
me-
insanity?
Excuse me.
What?
Yes, someone would want that. You know what? Seth needs that
Not
because
me.
he's insane if he thinks we don't have a Griffin Rescue.
I've heard so many good things. I'm heartbroken. I just
All right.
wanted to see Griffin.
Eric is. You guys tell me. Eric is where the party is. So you can control Eric now. Where's the party going? So let me narrate for you a little bit. Troll Skull Manor is right here. All right. Avi and Embrick are over here at Forge and Fire. So if you want, weapons, armor, blah blah blah. Obeya is down here at the Troll Skull Clinic if you want healing or maybe some healing type scrolls. You can buy potions of healing from either Obeya at Troll Skull or from Coralon over here at Coralon's Crown. And right here is your Bag of Dicks Detective Agency, and over here is the 2-story Bookworm's Treasure and Devil's Delight.
Ooh.
Okay.
I made
I
us a
deleted
Griffin
it.
Rescue.
And I deleted it.
No!
Don't make me lock down the map. Don't make me lock the map.
I'm mad at this. What on earth? This Griffin Rescue have been part of this for a long time.
Fine, the Griffin Rescue's in the backyard.
Okay, there you go.
can't just change this on us all of a sudden. You could approach us and be like, hey, I just wanted to talk about the fact that there might not be actual room for an actual Griffin Rescue. Can we take it out of play? But you jump on us like this and tell us our whole lives were a lie.
Oh,
Right, no, that building next door is 100% the Griffin Rescue. I'm sorry,
is.
you're just wrong.
It is. It is.
All right. Let's table this for now. And what are you guys doing?
I don't know if I can get over it.
So I'm going to try and acquire a scroll of sea invisibility.
All right.
This is in the Bookworm's Treasure and Devil's Delight.
Yes, the
Place.
top floor is the Devil's Delight, run by the Tiefling fashion designer.
Ooh,
Yes.
fashion.
It's a
And-
Devil's Delight original.
The Bookworm's Treasure is her husband, who is a gold dragonborn, and he is more than happy to have a discussion with you about your scroll needs. So,
Yeah. So do I have to roll to see if he has one on hand?
what scroll exactly are you looking for?
Second level, sea invisibility.
I will absolutely say that is on hand, and I have a link here for
Ooh, what other
sane
schools can we
magical
get
item
for
prices.
oceans and stuff?
Okay. How much is it?
I will find out momentarily.
I'm a wealthy merchant now.
I'm a wealthy merchant now. Where is it? Sane magical. Aha! I think I downloaded it. Even better. And if I minimize this, it's going to disappear for a second. So, unfortunately, sane magical prices.
Oh.
Where are you?
What is the likelihood that I would be able to find a wondrous item?
Not great. They are super expensive and
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Magic.
Ooh.
No, I do not want to open the 250-page Magic the Gathering Comprehensive Rules PDF. Yeah, right?
Oh,
all right.
cool.
For a second level spell... Hold on. God damn it. That's not the right PDF either.
I want to go sell our like climbing gear, but then I know that as soon as I do that, you'll find something for us to climb.
Of course. All right. There it is. What are you looking for now? Second level spell, scroll?
Yep.
Relatively inexpensive. 200 gold. 120 gold.
What is the likelihood
purchase.
that I could find a weapon that is slightly rare? Because
You're going to have to go and talk to Avi and Embrick at Forge and Fire.
Okay.
Anything else you want to talk? Anything else you're interested in purchasing from the Bookworm's treasures?
I have a magic scroll. Do we need it? Did we look up what that was?
What's that? We never figured out what it was.
What my magic scroll was, but I never wrote it down.
I can roll on a random table and find out.
Sure.
All right.
I have one magic scroll. In my list of crap.
Hold on. Give me a minute here. You guys are going nutty.
Sorry.
It's okay. So, what am I looking for right now? Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm looking for the actual name of the guy. The Dragonborn's name is... Goddamn. Where are they? Haha. Found it. All right. Rishal the Page Turner, and his wife is Serena, the Tiefling, who runs Bookworm's or Devil's Delight. So, let me find the magical item table for you. And what are we looking for?
I have one magic scroll.
No. I actually have a note here, by the way. I finally opened the living game doc, and it looks like your scroll is scroll of fire breathing.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yep.
So I can add that to my actual stuff.
You could just delete that out of your thing and actually do scroll of fire breathing.
Okay.
All right.
Is that a spell?
It's a scroll. You can just add a scroll. I'll help you with that after game if you want me to.
I will look.
All right. There's that. Anything else from our friends here at the magic store? Basically, scrolls and magical items that aren't weapons.
Quick question. I'm trying to look for the spell called underwater breathing, I believe it's called. Hold on. And I'm trying to find out, water breathing spell.
Water breathing, yep.
How long does that water breathing spell, specifically the one that's listed under spell, last?
Hold on, let me bring up potion of water breathing.
Well, the potion lasts one hour. Is there a spell?
Let's see. Water breathing.
I can't filter that.
Doesn't... Yes, it is. Up to 3 creatures, the ability to breathe underwater until the spell ends for 24 hours.
Holy shit! Okay, I definitely want to go to some magical weapons thing. I'm looking for a bunch of these magical weapons.
Magical... Okay.
We're ready.
All right. Where are you going? You're gonna go look.
All right.
You're gonna go to Avi and Embrix down at the end of the block.
Yeah, is that magical weapons? Yes.
Yep, they have everything down here at Forge and Fire. You walk down to the end.
All right.
You are greeted by the couple, Avi and Embrick. They are fire and water genasi. One is, red hair. He's the guy behind the forge, and one is blue-haired with, almost scales. And they greet you fondly because they actually remember you.
All right. Okay, I would like to ask them if they have anything in stock that is oceanic. So oceanic trident, spear. I don't know.
Oh, actually, Avi goes behind the counter and says, nobody really wants these anymore, but he puts a big trident on the table. It's like, it's a magic trident.
Hell yeah, how much is it?
For you, 1,000.
I'll take it.
Okay.
As long, DM, my character can use this trident, right?
Yes, you can use a trident.
What does it do?
Okay, great.
It is a magical trident. It's a +1 trident.
Yeah, and when you hold the weapon, you can use an action to cast the water-breathing spell, aka the one that will let all three of us breathe underwater for 24 hours.
What? Are you talking about a very specific magic weapon? He's selling you a +1 magic trident.
It's called oceanic trident. That's why I asked.
Okay, so you're asking if it's the specific item oceanic trident.
I'll take any of the oceanic items. It could be, there's like 1,000 million of them. There's like 20 million of them.
Hold on.
I'll take a boomerang, a dart, a dagger, a crossbow. I don't care. Hunting rifle, javelin.
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
There's even laser pistols that are oceanic.
Yeah, no.
Light hammer? I can have a hammer.
Oh my god, this is a new weapon, and it's from Exandria. And I'm looking at the Oceanic Antimatter Rifle.
No.
Nice.
This is a rare item.
These are all rare, and they require attunement. So let's see if Baravire has a slot for attunement regardless.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know what that is.
I have attuned your Morningstar of Ice to you.
So can I unattune it and then attune
No,
it?
you can attune up to 3 things. So hold tight. It's a rare item.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, but there's so
roll
many
percentage
of them.
die. Roll percentile die. If you beat 60%, they have one in stock.
That's the one where I do D100, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, cross your fingers! Come on, baby! 99!
They do. All right.
Wait, what do I get? What do I get?
No, the 99, they have a full stock of oceanic devices. They have daggers, tridents, great swords.
I think my character would look badass with a trident.
There you
walking around
go.
under the ocean.
All right, and for
a
a rare item of this nature, it might be more than 1,000. Let me check.
Okay, tell me how much it is. Don't worry.
Do
I'm so excited.
Yep.
So now, 3 of us.
It would be 2,500 for something that's rare of this nature.
I will take it. I have gold in the bank right now, and it's on my notes that I've left some behind. So, like, can I just say I went to go get that extra?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay,
Just make sure you delete it from your character sheet.
Got it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep what's in my backpack, and then I'm gonna go to the bank and get 2,500 exactly.
Okay.
That way I can just minus this.
How much do you have in the bank? Who's keeping
3,000.
track? All right.
Yeah, so now it will be 500 in the bank, which I haven't cashed out lately anyway, so okay. All right.
All right.
I pay 2,500.
There you go.
I get the baddest, fastest, most incredible, awesome, and I am like King motherfucking Triton, the hot one. Oh my
Okay.
god, with my big beard, and we're gonna go into
All right.
the ocean.
So what is Rocky doing at this point? I'm just gonna go through to all of you. What is Rocky doing?
Hold on, I'm looking at weapons.
All right, you keep looking at weapons. What is Fenmore doing?
Okay, you said that in the top of Bookworm's treasure there was fashion.
Oh yeah, Devil's Delight.
Yes, Devil's Delight. So tell me more about.
So Serena is she's got very, very dark purplish red skin. She's a tiefling, and she comes and greets you wearing a latex and leather ball gown.
Nice. Okay, I want a hat.
You'd like a hat? What kind of hat would you like?
A big one.
I
Furry.
will happily. A furry hat?
Wait, no, I've already got enough fur.
Are you thinking any specific purpose for this hat?
Yes, because I am a pirate, and pirates have hats.
Hell yeah.
All right. Color, material?
Red velvet.
Red velvet hat. I love it.
Yes.
All right, hold on. I'm going to do a quick search while you're talking.
Yes.
Inventory,
Red
manage
velvet
inventory.
pirate hat.
Sorry, I found a hat that I created for another one called the Gruntled hat instead of the Disgruntled hat.
Ah.
I thought you said the Grundle hat, and I was like, why do you got a taint hat?
All right. And she says, how much are you willing to pay for this? Because I have this enchantment I've been meaning to try on a hat for a long time.
I do like enchantments. I have 1,000 gold. That is my budget.
Done.
Oh,
I'll make a
okay.
red velvet hat, and it's not going to be earth-shattering, but it will be fun.
Okay, and what's the addition? The spell. What do you want to do to it?
You'll see when you pick it up.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right.
Oh, okay.
1,000 gold to you. All right. Let me just take that out of my inventory. That's gonna hurt.
It's actually going to be a hat of vermin, but you're going to be able to summon a parrot at will.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
That's nice.
You're gonna have your own camel macchiato, but a parrot.
Yes.
There you go.
And does the parrot like stay all the time until it dies like camel macchiato?
It will
or
be just like that. It will come back.
And can it scout?
It can do whatever I want it to.
Yeah, it can do whatever you want. You can't see through its eyes or anything, but you know.
Can it talk?
It's a parrot.
Fly off. Take
It
a
will
look
say
around.
things. It might not make sense, but it will certainly say things.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love this. I love this.
Right? Can I have it now? Do I need to come back for it?
She said, "Give me several hours. I'll need to, at the very least, frame it out and do some sewing."
Okay.
While we're in the clothing store, does she have any waterproof clothing?
Oh, darling, everything I make, you can get liquids out of course.
No, I mean like if we have to go underwater, waterproof clothing.
Right.
Are you saying you would like something? How are you going to breathe? Oh, I guess magically. But I mean, if you're
we're gonna
breathing
breathe.
magically, then why not just shed your clothes?
Cause
Hell yeah, let's go naked. Yeah, let's do it. That sounds amazing.
Am I supposed to fight people naked underwater?
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I will. I can certainly create you something. What were you thinking?
Oh God, I don't know. I was
She
hoping
goes
you
over
had
the corner and
something down.
she holds up this like bluish green thing in scales. She's like, I do these mermaid things.
Yeah. How much is that thing?
Rocky's gonna be a mermaid. Rocky's gonna be a pretty mermaid.
I am a giant mermaid.
Oh my God. All right, sure, yes. Interesting. And she just takes her measurements and says, again, 3 or 4 hours. I'll work on the hat first. This will take me a little longer. Maybe tomorrow I'll come back and get it.
Okay. How much is it?
200. It's just waterproof clothing.
Perfect.
Anyone else while we're in the Devil's Delight?
I mean,
Actually,
yeah, do they have man?
She looks at Rocky and says, "You know, if I can put an advertisement on it, it'll be 50 gold off."
Oh wow, this is awesome.
So normally I would say yes, but I don't think I need words on me just in case we have to hide anywhere.
That's fair. That's true.
Just tell people it's a Devil's Delight original.
I absolutely will.
All right.
Did that make it free?
No, it did not.
Okay. Acceptable.
All right. Anything else?
I'm in the clothing store.
Can I offer them something?
Oh, we do need to get a few more potions of underwater breathing because I can only.
So we'll go back to Coralon's crown in a moment. Fenmore, what were you going to offer?
I have a amazing, majestic cloak that is made from the pelt of a polar bear.
You know what? I mean, a polar bear isn't really something that they see too often in Waterdeep. So give me a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm petting it, showing how luxurious the fur is.
I love it.
Why is my dice rolling so slow?
I don't know. It is slow.
What is it? I can't even see.
Aw.
Arizona. I'm from
Thanks,
Arizona.
Knight.
Oh.
Well, grazie.
Got 9. Okay. Yay,
You got a 9?
Yes.
So, Serena's interested, just not Vast Riches interested. She'll offer you 50 gold for it.
75.
60.
65.
Done.
Okay. Yay.
All right. You no longer have the polar bear pelt that you stole from the frost giants.
They weren't going to use it.
Is there any oddities shop, or someone might want to buy any of my spines or beaks or weird body parts?
Quite
Hey,
frankly.
thank you, Knight.
Aw.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Look at you.
That? I
Thanks,
like
Knight.
it. You know what? The fact I wasn't subscribed was already, that's the problem.
I love you guys. You do not have to subscribe to the channel. I'm not going to
you.
make my players subscribe to the channel. That's silly.
Oh my god, so cool. I mean, I have a bunch of MTG channel points though. I don't know how
You
to use
probably
them.
have more than most people.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
13,000.
Now that said, sorry, what were we doing? Sorry, squirrel.
Shopping.
Yes. Selling
Yes.
polar bears.
You sold your polar bear pelt.
Yes.
I need to sell them. I want to sell some of my weird body parts if anyone wants to buy them.
Obeya might. I mean, Obeya is an alchemist and not in addition to being a healer, so you go down to the Troll Skull Clinic and Obeya might be interested in buying some of your stuff.
Also, again, would anyone buy this cursed mask of insanity?
What did I miss?
I'm just imagining it. Like you just wander around. This is like in the real world, like wandering around, grabbing like roadkill. Is like, hey, I got a sack full of
dead shit.
gallbladders.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pharmacy Walgreens saying, hey, I've got these raccoon gallbladders. Can you do anything
But I
with
mean,
them?
We live in a world where you can make healing potions with dead creatures you kill, so it's not that weird.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm just imagining like
Yep.
the grabbing of random bits and pieces of things and
What's the
somebody.
Hey,
life of
when
Brian
you're an
from
orphan,
the
you never know what's going to be important, and you keep everything.
That's
There you
right.
go.
That's right.
I'm sorry. I amuse myself. I apologize.
I'm just picturing the scene from Life of Brian where they're walking around the amphitheater like ocelot's noses.
Yes.
Right? Like the vendors like ocelot's noses, something spleens, get your ocelot noses. Anyway. Yeah. Wolf's nipple clips.
As I was asking, would
Chips.
anyone buy this cursed mask of insanity?
Are you telling people it's cursed?
I don't know.
So
You could just say it's a magical mask and you don't know
I mean-
what it
Right.
does.
Who is the person that buys magical things?
that would be
No, you have to tell them it's cursed. Otherwise, somebody's going to try it on, and then they're running around killing their customers, and they'll be mad at us.
Oh yeah, and then they might try to take revenge, and they know where you live as /word.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
was
mean-
going to tell them. I just figured the person who buys magical items would know what to do with a cursed thing.
right.
Fair.
Rashal, the Dragonborn, who's married to Serena in Bookworm's Treasure, would probably be interested in it at the very least from a research perspective.
Okay, well, I want to sell it to him.
And are you telling him it is cursed before you hand it to him?
100%.
He says, well, please come with me. He takes you into the back room, and there is a lead box that he's got sitting on a table in the back room. Takes the top off the box. He says, please place it in the box.
In the box.
Alrighty then. And he starts casting a spell. He says, interesting. What were you hoping to get for it?
I was hoping to get
50,000. 1,000.
1,000 gold.
No. He says
100
50 is
gold.
a little. 50 is a little. I'll offer you 200 for it.
That's lovely. Just the same amount as my mermaid outfit.
There you go.
Perfect.
Do you have anything else like this? Because this is very dangerous, and you should not really be walking around with things like this.
Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, probably not. Yes, probably very true.
Like, the look on his face when you're like, do you want to buy this cursed mask? Is, like, Jesus.
Hey, this is why I
holy
found the
fuck.
right person to sell it to on purpose.
That's right. That's right.
Hold on, going through my thing. Do I have any more cursed things?
Like, it's kind of like wandering into a pawn shop and seeing if they want that autobiography by Jared Fogle.
Like, my grandfather collected Nazi memorabilia. Do you want to buy any of this?
Right.
It's that kind of yeah, no, thank you.
Where did I have frost giant wristbands. They're probably not cursed.
I mean, I wouldn't really be interested in those, no.
I have 3 fire giant penises. They're not cursed.
Hey, if it's an oddity shop, they might go for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Put it in a jar. It's fine.
Yeah.
Obea
I don't think I can part with all of my fire giant penises.
Obea might be interested in buying some of the more organic items.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That was a very careful way to say penis.
I have other non-penis items. Ayana.
Are they organic?
I think I'm gonna take Sarah out for some good street vendor food while all this discussions of selling severed.
You
penis-
find an ocelot nose vendor right outside the door.
Yes, I hear this is a delicacy in Kalimsham.
I have 15 rubies that need to get turned into money.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really buy gems.
Oh yeah, no, that was not at him. That was a where do I go for that?
Got it. You might want to talk to Fenmore. Fenmore will probably know where you can fence stolen jewelry.
I can ask around very, very discreetly.
Okay, well let's go to Obea, and I want to try to sell her some of my spines and things.
All right. You walk down the street, and let me move Eric to the Troll Skull Clinic. You walk in, the little bell rings, and you see Obea. She's sitting behind a desk, and there's only 3 or 4 clients in beds, being treated for whatever injuries are common among the common folk here on Troll Skull Alley. There's a broken leg, maybe a broken arm, and she greets you fondly because you introduced her to her one true love, Scooter.
Right.
Oh,
that was so nice of me.
How are you, and what can I do for you?
I have some
everything okay?
pieces of thing, and I didn't know if any of them are worth anything to you.
Please, I would like you to describe to me, like, on the desk in front of Obea, what is it you are taking out of your bag and placing on the desk in front of her?
100%. There are 2 imp spines, a chain devil spine, a grell beak, 5 grick beaks, chain devil horns, 1 dead intellect devourer, 2 skins of blood, my gibbering mouther sleeping bag, 2 hook horror hooks, 2 sets of rust monster plates, 1 pair of harpy wings, 1 harpy spine, and the stuffed heart of Captain Oseus.
And a frost giant penis in a pear tree.
And a baby Ramora's spine and a stuffed frost giant penis.
Like the look on her face as you're pulling all of this stuff out of your bag of holding is priceless. And she says, I can use most of these things. Yeah, how much were you hoping to get for this collection of items?
Items.
200 gold.
Sure. For you, I will gladly pay you 200 gold. And here, she hands you a small, maybe like, Coke can sized bottle and says, you really should wash out the inside of your bag of holding with this.
100%. Okay, so I'm giving you everything except for the stuffed heart of Captain Oseus because I'm keeping that and the penises.
Okay.
Look at me, Seth. I have become a merchant.
You have purged yourself of all of this crazy shit.
Now I can
So
get
proud of
new
you.
body parts.
So proud.
Lenora, just as an aside, the magical conch has been charging over the last few days. You estimate that it'll be another 24 to 48 hours before being able to blow it.
Okay.
I did not sell that.
Said.
Hey, bud. It's my kid getting ready for bed.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do tonight before next week we maybe blow the horn? Because I think this is a good natural stopping
more
point.
Healing potions, and we need to buy more breathe underwater potions.
Yes, both of
okay.
those.
Well, you make your way over to Coralon's Crown, and Fall greets you fondly, and they say, how can we help?
We need
And-
breathing underwater potions.
They absolutely have regular and not supreme. What are the other? Greater healing potions. Everything up to greater healing potions are in stock. So I will tell you. Potions of healing are 50. Potion of greater healing is 150. Potion of water breathing is 180. And let's see.
I'm gonna buy 3 potions of greater healing.
Yep. And hold on. Potion of I'm not going to give you one of those. No, sorry. Okay. So, Fala is happy to sell you whatever it is you're looking for in regular potions, greater potions of healing, and water breathing potions. They are relatively. They say these are easy for me to create, so I'm happy to give them to you at these discount prices. How are things going with the detective agency? I haven't really seen you in the building lately.
So is the question, how's the detective agency doing?
Yeah, how's the detective agency?
Well, we're trying to solve the mystery of a missing regent.
Oh.
It's going to be a big payoff.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Who's missing?
Yeah,
No one in
we're not
Waterdeep.
gonna all die underneath the boot of a giant, which, I really didn't want to finish my days as some kind of pulpy mass of bone and squishy red bits.
No, that's not good.
No, that really...
Giants? What do you mean giants?
Oh.
Nothing, just large people.
Yeah, there's like a lot of
Huge,
stuff going
so
on.
tall.
Yeah.
Very, very tall, very angry, very rampagey. Stomp.
Yeah, and they keep fighting each other and then killing other people in the midst of it. So we're trying to put a stop to that.
Yeah, I've been reading in the broadsheets, I guess, about some sort of fire giant incursion in the whalebones.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's true.
Oh, that's horrible. Those poor people.
Yes, but we're trying our best to stop all that nonsense. You want to come with us?
Oh, no. I'm not an adventurer. I'll sit here and create my little potions.
Okay, wink. You missing out, Wink?
They look at
Hey,
you
what is
and
the
say,
potion of watchful rest?
potion of watchful rest? What is
You
it
can
rare?
remain awake during a long rest and still gain its benefits.
Basically, you get to, if you drink it, you can watch all night and not be exhausted the next day.
How much are those?
Cool.
Well, those are actually relatively inexpensive. They say maybe 100.
Okay, I'm gonna get 2 of those.
Okay. Anything else, friends?
So I have a potion that is unknown, unmarked potion.
Yep.
Can I have you look at it? I might not sell it. I just want to know if maybe you know something I don't know. Because I don't know shit.
Let's see. I know what the potion is.
Okay.
No, I, the DM, know what the potion is.
Okay.
So
I don't.
So what I'm telling you is, you could have.
As in, Lenora will have to identify
Lenora to
it
cast
for
a
you.
spell, or you could
Oh.
have, yeah.
Well, we have the person right here in front of me, so I might as well be like, "What's this?"
My services are generally expensive. I mean, if you want to pay me 100, I'll tell you what it is.
Lenora.
That was an
What's
easy
this?
one.
I will use identify.
Thank you.
It is a potion of invisibility.
Sweet. Ooh, I'm gonna
like
keep
that.
this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
exciting
good
for
one.
you.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? While I'm at it, can I find a scroll of invisibility?
If you want to go back, Rishal absolutely has one. Yes, you can go ahead and buy a scroll. Wait, hold on. That's 3rd level?
No, second. That's second.
Second? Really? Invisibility 2nd level?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 150.
Okay. I will subtract that.
You guys are just blowing. Like, Troll Skull Alley has seen more money from you guys today than it has seen in the last
Hey,
month.
we're job
so-
creators.
Yep,
We
you
are.
better remember that.
We're trickle down economics.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty, friends. Anything else?
There's not anything else I want. Hold on, I'm still looking. Okay, we're going underwater. We don't need to grow real tall.
Welcome to our shopping episode.
Girls just gotta
Potion
have
of
fun.
pugilism?
And I typed the absolute best Freudian slip ever.
Sopping. So sopping.
I love sopping too.
I mean, who doesn't?
But usually we wait until something. Never mind. I forget what I was gonna say.
With those spines and spleens and sopping penises.
Exactly.
That's what
All
we're
I
all
have
thinking.
left are my penises and my stuffed heart of Captain Oseas.
I was thinking about the things that were gonna suck our guts out.
I mean-
Like squelch.
Hey.
Okay, is there anything else that we need? Oh, I have so many healing potions.
Good.
Yeah,
All right.
we need them.
I just keep buying them.
Have you been marking them off as you've been using them?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Every time we come back, I buy way more because we constantly need them.
Yes, because you do not have a cleric. You have a paladin who forgets that they have lay on hands.
Yep. All the time.
So one thing, maybe we could do this offline, but I would definitely. How's Sarah's wardrobe doing?
Sarah's wardrobe is basically street urchin, picking up what they've been finding around.
Since there's a tailor shop here, let's get her dressed a little bit more.
Get her
We'll
some
just
assassin
I'll
clothing.
Go the way and mark down and consider that Sarah's dressed a little more
I hope she looks
appropriately.
Fatty.
All right, are you is Sarah are you gonna dress Sarah up like the consummate goth little 14-year-old goth chick she is?
I will let her pick out the clothes. That's she.
You are letting a new adherent to the Raven Queen pick out the clothes, so yes, they are absolutely, they're absolutely a little gotcha.
But I'm going to let her explore. Come on, this is all about being a teen. Is about figuring out who you are, and if fashion mistakes happen, fashion mistakes happen.
Amen.
And the response is black. Everything black. All right. On that note, we're going to call it for the night, and I'm going to let Bryn go first. So how is Lenora feeling about what happened tonight?
Okay, well, the party tried to commit suicide by pissing off something that's probably a CR30. Good. And I did my best to make sure that, during the carnage that I might, have plausible deniability. So along with my urchin, who's less urchiny and more gothy, we're coming along nicely there. I'm looking forward to next week when we, either the conch takes us somewhere very interesting or we teleport ourselves into a brick wall.
Yeah.
Would I do that to you?
Yes.
Probably not. That would be kind of
anticlimactic
end to the y'all beamed yourself into a wall, Star Trek style. So anyway,
we never collected rent.
Characters, and we'll start again next week.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to collect rent next time. So maybe we take a long rest next week.
All right. Well, why don't you go next then, since you're talking?
Oh. Okay. Was that me?
Yes,
you was very vague.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay. So
yeah.
listen. Bearfire is in love with his trident. He thinks he looks like Zaddy. Okay, Zaddy King Triton. It's gonna be happening. We're gonna go underwater. Now I'm happy about going underwater because who's hotter than a nice big beard, broad shoulders, and a trident, swimming around in the sea, kicking butt, taking names. Nobody, right? Nobody. Like, I've seen the new live action Little Mermaid. I've seen how hot Javier Bardem, I think it was, looked as Zaddy fucking King Triton. I was damn.
Bearfire's got an 18 charisma, so.
Okay, yeah, he's got Riz. He's gonna get all the merladies. Okay, that's it. Bearfire's feeling pumped. Really excited to go see his girlfriend that he liked at the brothel, and yeah. Can't wait. Let's go in the water now.
Fenmore. How's Fenmore feeling?
Fenmore's feeling pretty awesome because hat. I'm just happy about a hat.
As you should.
A hat of parrot summoning.
Yes. Oh yeah, there's the parrot part.
That's amazing.
That's fun. It's gonna poop.
You're
on
gonna
my
need to come up with a
but...
name like Camel Macchiato. You're gonna need a parrot name. I don't need to put you on the spot.
It'll come to you.
You have time.
Mr. Cheese.
Oh, I love that. That's funny.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Mr. Cheese the parrot. I'm gonna write that down.
Definitely write it down. I'm gonna write it
Rocky,
down.
how's Rocky feeling about what happened tonight?
Rocky got a whole bunch of emergency potions, and I sold off a lot of my corpse collection so I can start collecting new corpse pieces, because I have a feeling we're gonna get a whole bunch of wild new animals under the water that I will be able to put in my bag because they will be cleaner since they're under the water. I feel that.
All right.
I have the water feels cleaner to me.
I have one question for the whole party. In your mind, I'm going to go around in a circle. In your mind, what does the court of the Storm King look like? Where do you think you're going? I'm curious.
Underwater, in the maelstrom.
I'm just,
I have no fucking clue at all.
A giant hall in the clouds or under the sea, somewhere that's kind of misty, cool, giant pillars. At the end, almost like a cathedral. If you've ever been a cathedral, you've got the nave at the end that's kind of circular with a grouping of thrones, with the largest one for the Storm King and the others for his advisors, the other giants who aren't as powerful as he is. That's kind of what I'm imagining.
Maybe some ladies in waiting. Maybe some gentlemen in waiting.
Yeah. You'd have your sort.
Mhm.
Every court needs its assorted hangers-on.
That's right. Some mermaids, some merladies, mermen.
I don't know if I go that far, but
Mermaids.
definitely that's kind of what's in my head.
And-
I'm probably entirely wrong.
Yep. Storm giants are about 30 feet, 35 feet tall.
No, the nave is the middle part. The apse is the round part.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, interesting. We'll see what happens when and or if you arrive in.
I'm gonna
court
be
of
a
the Storm King.
mermaid.
Yes. Rocky, the Goliath barbarian, is going to show up in the court of the Storm King in a mermaid outfit.
I mean, I'm mostly just in something that's waterproof. So if we have to get in the water, none of my stuff gets ruined.
Okay, good to know.
Under the sea.
Yep. All right. On that note, thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. Lovely game. No combat, but still a shit ton of fun, right?
Yes. I
Uh,
love shopping.
Yep. I like this.
I always feel like I'm leaving something that I need behind, and I don't know what it is.
Just buy all the things. Just
Right.
it doesn't happen.
You're literally like the barbarian who has to. You're like the Boy Scout barbarian who has to be prepared at all times for anything.
Yes,
I love it.
I'm a folk hero. I'm to save people, Seth.
Right?
On
How
that
dare you
note,
forget.
wave good night, everybody.
Night.
We'll see everybody next Wednesday. Bye.